Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. Now let's get into this. Clarity. Executive Order 13772, the first signal, day 14 of Term 1. On February 13th, 2017, just 14 days into office, President Trump signed Executive Order 13772, directing the U.S. Treasury to restructure the financial system, evaluate systemic risk, reduce regulatory capture, and modernize outdated banking frameworks. In plain English, he declared the beginning of a controlled demolition of the legacy system. This was not random. It was lightning fast. No president in history had ever opened their term by attacking the structure of the monetary system itself. Bear with me, this video is kind of long, but it describes our new world money system perfectly. And it's pretty clear why the big banking industry fought cryptocurrency and DLT and blockchain technology so hard.
Today, trillions of dollars move through a financial system most people never see. The repo market, the plumbing of global finance, processes a massive number of daily transactions between cash lenders like money funds, insurers, and pensions, and cash borrowers, including banks, dealers, and hedge funds. But what if I told you this entire system could be transformed in 3 revolutionary steps, liberating our world from debt-based money forever? Let me show you the current system first. The Federal Reserve sits at the center as the ultimate settlement authority. The DTCC acts as the center, managing trade, matching, and netting. BNY Mellon serves as the sole U.S. clearing bank for repo transactions. Primary dealers like Citadel, Barclays, and Jefferies serve as intermediaries. All final settlement happens in Federal Reserve accounts, using Federal Reserve notes, which are debt-based instruments issued by the Fed, not by our U.S. Treasury. This twisted, complex plumbing shapes everyday credit and stability. Here's the problem. Every dollar in circulation is borrowed into existence, creating an endless cycle of debt. The Federal Reserve, a private entity, controls our monetary system while our constitutional treasury takes a back seat. This dual-book system means the Treasury issues bonds as debt, then the Fed issues debt notes backed by Treasury debt, end quote. No assets required. It's a system designed to keep all nations perpetually indebted and controlled. But imagine a new world where sound money is issued transparently, backed by real assets, not printed into existence out of thin air. Step 1. We restore the U.S. Treasury and dismiss the Federal Reserve. Now, our constitutional treasury reclaims sole issuance and redemption authority for our national currency, and our sovereign authority is restored. The private central bank intermediary is dissolved, leaving a direct connection between we the people and our government. The NGO banking cartel that previously stood between us disappears. We eliminate the private central bank intermediary, historically proven to pervert everything it controlled. A simple comparison shows the old dual-book system, Treasury bonds plus Federal Reserve notes, transforming into a new system where our Treasury issues real money with public transparency and accountability. Our money is now backed one-to-one with verified assets. No more fake, debt backed by debt, counterfeiting. Instead of Treasury issuing debt bonds and the Fed issuing debt notes, our Treasury issues sound money with no middleman. For example, merchant banks and municipal treasuries can hold sound U.S. digital dollars in RLUSD form, backed by short-term Treasury assets. The repo market transforms to allow Treasury control instead of Fed manipulation. True supply and demand liquidity flows replace politically driven manipulations. Our markets becomes more natural, responsive, honest, and accountable. Our market control shifts dramatically. The Fed no longer manipulates repo liquidity to control our interest rates. With Treasury in control, repos will reflect true supply and demand liquidity, not Fed manipulators. Complete Doge transparency with 100% public accountability replaces the Fed's opaque balance sheet powers. Monetary sovereignty returns to our constitutional republic where it has always belonged. Step 2. Replace Federal Reserve notes with RLUSD stablecoins approved by the 2025 Genius Act. The RLUSD is a debt-free asset, a fully collateralized U.S. digital dollar backed by audited Treasury reserves with no ability to create them out of thin air. This establishes a debt-free U.S. money supply free of central banking tyranny. The impact is staggering. With instant blockchain settlement, all repo trades clear in real time. The DTCC becomes a compliance oracle, with smart contracts automatically verifying margin adequacy. The formerly complex web of Fed intermediaries is simplified, counterparty risk plummets, and the system becomes more direct and efficient. Finally, this enables programmable, publicly auditable monetary policy. Treasury can transparently issue, burn, or reallocate RLUSD based on verifiable fiscal conditions, a sharp contrast to opaque FOMC meetings. Step 3 unleashes our global transformation. The balance of world power shifts fundamentally from centralized to decentralized. The NGO and central bank network weakens as entities like the IMF, Bank for International Settlements, and private central banks lose their monopoly on global liquidity issuance. Their influence, derived from creating money from nothing, is eliminated. Sovereign nations break free from IMF loan traps and BIS regulatory dictates. Swift messaging control dissolves as nations gain monetary independence. The chains of global financial control are broken. No more IMF loan traps to weaker nations. No more BIS dictates over Basel regulations or Swift messaging for settlement priority. Commercial banks transform to show fully collateralized and visible private credit creation. Secrecy disappears, replaced by complete transparency in all banking operations. Private credit creation via commercial banks becomes fully collateralized and visible to all. Sovereign nations regain autonomy. The Treasury-backed RLUSD stablecoin sets a precedent for other nations to develop their own asset-backed digital currencies backed by gold, commodities, and real-world assets. Sovereign nations regain true autonomy. Our Treasury-issued RLUSD sets a sound money precedent that other nations can follow with their sovereign, asset-backed digital currencies. Treaty-based, bilateral.
Now it kind of makes sense why all these big banks and these institutions and China and Russia and all these countries have been stockpiling gold, doesn't it?
Trade agreements, free of currency manipulations, replaces debt-based diplomacy based on blind trust, bilateral asset-backed agreements. Picture our new world. Every transaction is transparent. Every dollar is backed by real value. Every nation controls its own monetary destiny. The repo market becomes a true marketplace of on-demand liquidity rather than a tool of manipulation. Financial institutions compete on service and efficiency rather than regulatory capture and secrecy. Markets price true risk, not hidden policy distortions. This technology exists today. RLUSD paired with XRP is already operational and refined on the XRP ledger. Blockchain settlement is proven and scalable, with high-throughput ledgers and secure custody solutions available today. Auditing, regulatory reporting, and smart contract tooling are mature and improving exponentially. Our regulatory framework is emerging in multiple agencies and jurisdictions. Today's knowledge gap between technological readiness and political implementation highlights an urgent need for public understanding that drives political will. Our highest priority is government action driven by public understanding. This isn't just about changing how money works. It's about restoring the direct relationship between we the people and our government, between nations and their sovereignty, replacing counterfeit currencies with honest money. When we make money real again, everything else follows. Our new system will thrive on simplicity, transparency, efficiency, and accountability. We reestablish trust in institutions captured by the Fed long ago. Our new monetary system will operate on the core principle of trustlessness, KUWL, where trust in verifiable mathematics and immutable blockchain ledgering can be continuously verified by everyone. Our choice is between preserving hidden privileges or demanding verifiable fairness for all. The ability for our world to be liberated isn't a pipe dream, it's a reality we can make happen today. The key question is not will this transformation will occur, but will we lead the world into a brand new era of peace and prosperity or not? Let's choose to learn and lead by reclaiming our sovereignty and ignore the critics gripped by fear and a lack of understanding. The old financial system, centralized, opaque, and debt-based, abused us all, and it's on its deathbed. Our new treasury-only system will issue, spend, and respect individuals and sovereign nations with verifiable honesty visible to us all. Our global liberation begins with our understanding and demand for change. Our transformation starts with real knowledge that swells into real action. Freedom from the corrupt banking system begins with our belief and faith that a new future is genuinely possible. This is our moment. This is our choice. This is the time we liberate our world. We the people are the government.
We have been subject to being a slave to the debt system since 1913 when they created the Federal Reserve. If we ever want to break free from it, this is our chance right here, right now. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Made CI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.